country is a better place and will be a better place.
Yes, sir.
Because there's money in the country that we can make for. We don't need money from outside.
So,
but we don't want to empower people here. We say that our lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you mean breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go out? Because they want to increase the time. They say they're too short. You cannot be a cancer, then you want to run road. You cannot be a lawmaker that then you strike the law that we made ourselves. Then you say you want this senator, then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for the government economy. But when we kill people, it's not happening and it will never happen. The only thing they are there for, when last people from the government came and said, Sanke people, don't know what more than giving 1% of what we income. But they said that over there in point their family people because they need hope. And the person that needs hope and the person Sanke people say they want there. We implore our family because some people are happy. Because it is the time to be happy. It is nobody time when the country is not better. It is everybody time when the country is better. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Well, we will come here and say, Brother Sakoles, you people will have to appoint the commissioner for Sakoles. Brother Sakoles, they are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. They have people that got degrees, they know nothing. The only person with English paper that they can't achieve nothing from. Our marketeers will come to power. In every country, at least 2 million employees for marketeers, split rather, and younger boys to empower themselves. The money is there, but everything is wrong with what you're in the because we are close.
Tí ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ tó sọ bí ẹ̀bùn ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà.
wọ́n ti gbọ́dọ̀ ti lo yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà.
Ibi tí ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà sọ́wọ́ ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà kọ́ sí yìí. Ìwà náà lálẹ́ tí là ń tọ̀. Ìfọ̀ṣẹ́kẹ́ sí àwọn ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà kọ́ sí yìí. Wọ́n tẹ́ ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà kọ́ sí ìkọ̀wéyà. Ìwà ṣẹlẹ̀ wà láti lè ṣe ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà. Sọ́jọ́ bí ọ̀la èyí tó èyí lẹ́yìn sílẹ̀ wà tí ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà ìbọ̀lẹ́. Ẹ má jẹ́ ọ̀la fún ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà jẹ. Nígbà wíwà gbogbo ìdúrà lálẹ́. Ìmúlò àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó bọ́ jẹ́sẹ̀ tó bọ́ fọwọ́ ọ̀yẹ́kẹ́ kọlùbà.
Last year you go for Yaka.
Yes.
Samu Bene.
Because Yaka Kuluba and the one that is talking to you was. So you are telling to me Yaka Kuluba because a budget.
Oh, Yaka can be talking to the president. It's not a good thing.
Unless you give for power, you give for job. Yes. They're happy. Saying that you, my mother, your mother happy to you. And you are not going to betray Yaka Kuluba or betray the Nigerian people in life today. Yaka Kuluba are not going to be crossing. You understand? You have to get them out of there, Yaka Kuluba. You can't work for Yaka Kuluba there. It's not going to lie.
You go for Yaka?
Yes, yes, yes. They don't just respect Yaka Kuluba for them. We don't want to respect Yaka Kuluba for them. We don't want you. They see the lady for them for Yaka Kuluba. They don't for them for Yaka Kuluba. Anything people buy, people them. Then you say, Yaka, the way you not to tell the country, they for them. You say you're going to talk about Yaka for the country.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when the things were done, they changed their mind. When the things were done, they changed their mind. What kind of people they see? What kind of people? Freedom fighter, you live in our freedom fighter, you live in our children. Freedom They said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they keep their time, they change their mind. When they keep their time, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroy our country. They are freedom fighters.
Allegations of bribery are raising serious questions in Liberia's largest human trafficking case, with concerns the trial could be compromised as accused perpetrators near possible release. The case involves multiple defendants with more than 50 victims providing testimony and evidence that they say is sufficient for prosecution. A lawyer linked to the accused traffickers, Desmond Jua, is alleged to have offered money in connection with the case, allegations he rejects. So far, the Liberian government has not addressed the claims or concerns raised by the victims, despite repeated requests to Justice Minister Oslo Tue for comment.
Is why anybody would think that Donald Trump will shake things up in a way that is good for you, Pennsylvania. I don't understand that. Because there is absolutely no evidence that this man thinks about anybody but himself. I've said it before. Donald Trump is a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. You've got the tweets in all caps, the ranting and the raving about crazy conspiracy theories. You got the 2-hour speeches, word salad, just, it's like Fidel Castro. Just on and on. Constant attempts to sell you stuff. Who does that? Selling you gold sneakers and $100,000 watch and most recently a Trump Bible.
Oh, yes, indeed. What a good day. What a wonderful opportunity. Welcome and welcome. Welcome to yet another exciting opportunity to engage with you all on the nation's premier breakfast platform, the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. A pleasant good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, just wherever you are this morning on our voice across the length and breadth of this republic. this great land of liberty by God's command. Good morning to our friends in the diaspora for always joining us for some of the most intriguing conversations around issues making news in Liberia. Without fear nor favor, we speak truth to power. This is Freedom FM. And you are listening to the Freedom Money Rise, the nation's biggest, waviest breakfast conversation. And I'm your usual host, Abu M. Sharif, beaming energy, courage, fortitude, right here to inspire you to keep believing in yourself, believing in your country, believing that yes, indeed, it is you that is the custodian of the greatest power that there is in this republic, and you must never waver, never ever bend backward. You must remain firm, committed, passionate about what you believe, no matter what, no matter the intimidation, no matter the inflation of pain. It is just a matter of time. But you must always remember that the greatest power to change your destiny lies in your hands. You must never give up. Do not hang in there, Liberia. The time is coming. The moment is coming where you will alter your destiny. Oh yes, indeed. Don't get distracted. Don't get deterred. This thing will be over with. Yes, the great and powerful Samuel Kayando served and left. Charles Dakpana Gange Taylor served and left. Ellen Johnson Shirley served and left. And this monster will definitely leave. But it is upon you, the people, to remain firm in your belief for change. Don't waver. Do not give up. The raping will stop. The vandalism will stop. The mysterious killings of our people will stop. The corruption and stealing will stop. The brutality against our people will stop. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to remain firm. Just a matter of time. Oh yeah, they are saying what they are saying because they're enjoying power. Don't mind them. We will steal election, we'll do this. Those are all the result of stealing money. They've gotten wealth. That's what they do. Those are what they can do to you when you're stealing from the people. You feel on top of the world. Good morning. Lots of things to talk about. Too many things on the menu. But this morning, we are going to spend time on another very disturbing realities and happening in our country that the government continue to ignore, and that is the wave of human trafficking. A conspiracy designed, aided and reportedly aided a well-placed element within the rank and file of the government. And ever since Labor was making tremendous progress on curbing human trafficking, since the inception of the Joseph Newman Boakai administration, and of course Corporal W. Kura at the Ministry of Labor, and the folks there at the Human Trafficking Division, there has been continuous continuous year in year out abandonment, neglect, and compromise on the human trafficking network in the country. Oh yes, they have continued to find Liberia is a hub not only for drug trafficking, money laundering, but even trafficking in human beings. Oh yeah, there are multiple reports. The reports are here. We're going to talk about it. We're going to lift it this morning. You are in the community. You are in the villages, the counties. You know exactly what is happening. The strange movements of people. You'll be in a community with somebody and the person will just lost from you. No hear from them. No seeing them. Oh yeah, they have been trafficked. And that we will talk about right here on the big station. Here we talk the things they don't want to hear. We talk them right here. I will review some reactions to the unwelcome appointment of a unity partisan to head the National Elections Commission. The nation, the country has been descending very high. Civil society, political parties, individuals have all been weighing in their thoughts. The student community, the youth as well. It's important to put these on record. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. It's going to be up to Mr. Brockett whether he will listen to his prayer. This is another moment to prove to you, the citizen, when we told you that Brockett is not a listening man, he's a selfish man. Selfish, mean, egotistical. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. Freedom fighter, you old man. And so that's it. Right here. The shipping size of the conversation plus other issues making news right here on the big station. My name is Abu Sharif. It's good to have you join us. Thanks a lot. Keep sharing the show and dropping your comments and reactions to some of these. Just whatever you may know. We're going to read them out right here for you. Taxi drivers, keke riders. They were coming, they said they were liberators. Motorcyclists, they said they were liberators. Thank you for joining. Thank you for playing Freedom FM on your different vehicle. What kind of people they so? And I know how it can be. What kind of people they so? You freedom fighter, you raping our women. You freedom fighter, but thanks a lot. The bars of days, when we come back, we rumble through the issues right here for you. Music. I'm a freedom fighter. Oh, I'm a freedom fighter. It's your musical. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you know. You can see
So if you see crime and it, don't tell her in your hands for the right authority. But it can't take your life. Crime Stopper here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you not talking, I mean you check. You have for your safety. If you see don't keep it. I'm a part of the boy. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia. Folks, welcome back. So we're about to begin, but just before we do, let's just recognize some of you joining this morning. It's been quite, I think, like 2 or some days now we haven't. So let's do that. Beginning with you, Samuel Hina Jr. says, "Good morning, Chief. Chris, good morning, Abu M. Sharif. I'm watching from Batnasville Estate, District number 11. I saw an opinion poll for District 11 on yesterday on one of the platforms on social media, on Facebook particularly, where this guy, a country man, original man, was dragging the speaker, dragging the man, grab the man's nose, dragging in Banaville Estate Guato, and just stepping, beginning, just stepping, all on the man's nose. I said, damn it. Whole speaker, and then do opinion poll for you in your own community. And it's terrible. So Roland W2, good morning, Abu Sharif. My name is Roland W2. I'm public servant. Okay. Amar Jala Kamara says, good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia, family and my peace-loving people of Salaye District. I'm following live from Brussels as usual. Thanks a lot, Stephen Fala Jr. Good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm watching you from Gatnosville Chicken Soup Factory. This is David Yinkan. David Yinkan says, good morning. Good morning, Freedom FM family. Watching you from Grand Bassa County, compound number 3. Thanks so much for the show. This is Van Johnson. Van Johnson says, good morning, Freedom FM. I'm watching you live from Totota, Bon County. Charles Weir says, good morning, Freedom FM family. My name is Charles Weir, following from Jacobtown, Watkins Online TV. Good morning, everyone. I'm following from the HQ of Honorable Solomon Chipo. Okay, thanks, Emmanuel Honda. Emmanuel Honda says, good morning, Freedom FM. I'm watching from a Mount Coffee Hydro Power Plant, Rep Batu PA Colina. Good morning, Freedom FM. Watching you from my Soul Clinic resident. Okay, that's Reverend, sorry. Emmanuel Bro, my dear good brother and friend. It says, good morning, Abu Sharif and my fellow viewers watching from Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA on this Thursday, April 2, 2026. Okay, Emmanuel Bro, CDC USA folks, Yeah. Anyway, let me just hold that other comment. But anyway, I get my own a regular follower then. For some reason, we just like to, just observe the process and look at it. But we're following anyway. Saturday, Zonwie Wonderwear, watching from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Stanley Johnson, I'm George S. Johnson from VOA. Okay, so he's George, but uses Slambiti Johnson's. Okay. Asata Miller, good morning, Freedom Morning Rise family. I'm watching live from Soul Clinic. Asata, thanks a lot. PG Tobe, following from Melina City. Where is that? Where do we have Melina City? Is that in Liberia or out of Liberia? Hezekiah Do. Good morning, following closely from my District 17 resident. Papi Eskeita, good morning, Freedom FM TV from Dupodro. Okay, Papi Sosa Eskeita, okay, is watching from Dupodro. Mohammed Bangali Dole, good morning. Abu M. Sharif, I'm watching live from Logantown, Busher Island, Puhako Few this morning. Thanks. Okay, this is Kelvin Soko watching live from the USA. Thanks for the show, Abu. Thank you, Kelvin. Musa A. Sharif, I'm following you live from New Georgia, Gardnersville. Thanks, my dear brother. Chester Fode, Akinatan, Jimmy says, good morning. I'm following live from Brewerville VOA 1 community. This is okay. This is Beware Jesus is coming soon. Beware Jesus is coming soon. Beware Prince says hi Abu. Hi. Okay, Vamuya Toure. Good morning, Freedom family. I am watching from the borough of Nico Town. Thanks for the update this morning. Augustine Hina. I love this radio station for the truth. Of course. Thanks so kindly, Augustine, for such a bold acknowledgement. Marcus Jida, good morning. I'm watching from Mr. Jida, resident in Congo Town. Stanley Sharif, like I mentioned, I'm watching from Mr. Jida, resident. So you got to know, we're watching. I would like to be possessive, which is good. Because you suffer your hard-earned money now, you get a place now. No landlord running after you. Stanley Sherry, good morning, Abu. I'm Stanley Sherry watching from Brewerville City. Okay, this is LRB Peking. Good morning, Abu, and to the people of Liberia. The comments are coming in the tons, so let me just recognize Makura. Makura is our man from Ganta City. Joseph Ndole is watching. Joseph, thanks. Ansu Fambule, Augustine Hina again. Silu Jemina, Stanley Sharif, Silu, Thomas and George. Okay. Who else? Vamuye, D. Sharif, Mary Toule, Thomas. Okay, so guys, thanks for joining. Keep dropping your comment on the different issues or just what may be of concern to you right here this morning. Let's talk about it together. This is our country. This is our common patrimony. Yesterday, we were talking about drug-related issues in the country. And of course, as you know it, there are too many things happening in our country. And sometimes beyond the politics, we have to bring you up to speed with those ones, right? There's a report about the mining sector. Severally, we have raised issues about the kind of the level of yellow machines that are in our communities, in our villages, in our forests. They are carrying out mining activities, illegal mining. The Radio Wologisi reported on yesterday a community in Vonjama. There's a huge mining going on there, unregulated, illicit mining going on in Vonjama. And you see the holes that's been dug and stealing the riches of the people. And you have a government that's enabling that, that's allowing these things to happen, right? But they are diverting the public mind and the conversation from these real issues, right? From these real issues and making everything about CDC and Mr. Weir. And you two are following along. You're following it. And you think and I don't get it when some of you make it seem like George Weah is your problem. An accomplished and fulfilled man who, no matter your hate, no matter your dislike, he is going to live his life. God has blessed him, right? And you're not concerned about your environment. You're not concerned about the safety of your very self, the safety of your community. You are ignoring all those ones and you're focusing on Weah. They're bringing in yellow machines after yellow machines, Chinese and Chinese after Chinese, Ghanaians and Burkinabes. They're deploying it in our forests and they're mining the future of this country, the future of your children. You're not focusing your attention on these, but rather you're focused on, as soon one rescue moped sits somewhere and say, Joe, we are not coming back. Your whole attention goes to that. Your whole attention goes to that and you ignore. We're talking from Vonjama, Radio Wologisi. Check it out. So these things are going on. And then a late report has come out also, which we'll go into next week, Monday, to tell you the injury, the danger that's happening to Liberia. And then you got people calling themselves rescue government. What level of mechanism they've put in place to safeguard the future and the natural resources of this country. When other countries are moving to protecting these things and they're investing in the future, right? They're sending the youth out of the country to train them in the basic skills and disciplines required so that when the future comes upon us, the nation will have prepared minds to inherit and make the relevant decisions in these areas. We are not. Our politicians do not care. Our politicians are focused on themselves. Our government focused on themselves. Look at the level of internal bickering that's going on in this Waka government. Fighting, internal fight. Oh, you don't know? Why are they fighting for? When the people interests are left unattended to, right? When the people future, the young people, look at the level of young people, the youths, all on the street. Let's leave the politics. Let's talk real talk. Those of you, poor Bwaka, poor rescue, look around you. See, the number of unemployed youths have skyrocketed. Drug addicts. See the community vulnerable. You see 20 young boys just roaming the street, doing absolutely nothing. The way they dress, right? The way they speak, even when they're talking, just listen to them. Are you not worried? Is that not troubling to you? And then as you're supporting the rescue and Mr. Bwaka, 2-3 years counting, what is the program for them? What is the program for them? And then you have one other little girl to say, youth and sport minister. And I've been sitting from afar and watching and seeing what she's doing. And you don't see anything. Basically, for the mediocres, it is okay for this young woman to just grab a few, how you call them? Dexter publishers or whoever, just grab the children and the beginner, they be doing all kind of graphic and passing it around and say, oh, we're doing content tour. What's the purpose of the content tour? What does it seek to achieve? What are you going for? Right? And the thing you're going for, what do you intend to use it for? How are you going to use it? What does it mean in 6 months' time, in 1 year time for these young people? Look, when you leave the borders of Montserrado County and you go further down, the reality of the young people are way more different and extremely appalling as compared to Monrovia. You see how disturbed you are seeing the ones in Monrovia, but when you go beyond the borders, right, and you enter the interior, you see absolute hopelessness, no hope, no assurance, extreme vulnerability, vulnerable to anything. And you have a government and a country that doesn't focus on that. But rather, what do you see? Senior government officials are fighting among themselves. Right? For the past 2-3 days, we've been talking about what is happening at the airport. What do you think is happening? Internal fight. Greedy fight. Right? You have a greedy bull chair who thinks and believes that he is super and he deserves to eat everything and he must be the center of it all, waiting to bend the rules and usurp his functions and usurp the function of the actual managers of the agency or the entity, right? And using partisan convenience to concoct lies, deliberate lies, to undermine. Should we be running our institutions like that? I said no. But this is what is happening. So we are privileged to these things. We're privileged to getting these things, and we help you, we bring them out to you, we expose you to open up your mind, to think beyond the box, outside of the box. To think outside of the box. And look, let me tell you, right? Let me tell you something. And you know 2023 happened. Prior to 2023, and you know we saw people here who were loud, that they were loud and the things they were talking about. And then 2023 happened, we saw the role they play. And then we are in the mess now. They acting like a clean man and they're not talking. The FE say we friends, so we're not friends. When we get ready for some of y'all, we'll get ready for some of y'all. We're not friends. We're looking at y'all. Y'all who are passing around, opening your stinking mouth, then acting like someone a moral, talking about y'all know all the economy, y'all know all the way government can work for the people, blah blah blah. Y'all saying now, yeah, the whole system chakla. Nothing holding. Criminality under increase. Look at broad daylight. What happened at Amagachi Junction? Broad day. They pluck the guy's eye out. Ritualistic killing. That one came right before. It's good it happened in Amagashi. I mean, not when I say Amagashi, when I say it's good it happened in Amagashi, so those heliums that are in that very Amagashi, they're passing around. Oh, mysterious. So it will be brought right before their eyes. They will see it. You're seeing people that were killing and paying people to kill people and dash and go to mortuary and take day by and pull on the street. And I didn't want in power. And I didn't want plucking people eyeball and plucking people private parts, rescue government. And you're plucking people eyeball and plucking people private parts and dashing them all over the place. Why is it continuing? Why is it even happening more than it used to? Every day you see one or small girl, they not take or they not pluck or private part. You see one or small boy, be rescue government official, now bouncing from the back. All these kind of nasty, demolic things happening. Another day you hear say, oh, just talking about gay red bene. We never used to hear this kind of thing. Who would jump from there? Another day you hear say, oh, Guinea won't take land in Labor. All the government that have been here, one day will not hear Guinea won't take land. Something not good. Something they're not saying. Something is not connecting. And you are forsaking your own country. And you are worshiping a demonic establishment presided over by a man who is supposed to be a deacon. It's compromising and undermining fellow Liberians. So these are the issues. And sometimes you say, oh, you know, look, today we just gonna help you, to know some of these things. For us, and you can be our witness. We don't just come here and say and talk. Here's what Front Page is reporting this morning. In rural Liberia, climate change and gold mining are converging to threaten livelihoods. Unregulated gold mining, unsafe gold mining, illicit gold mining, right? And it is happening. Superintendent and all can put dredge on small river in the community. District commissioner, everybody just wants steal. As soon as I say they can be fighting, oh, give me one letter, they get one may go. The men look for one Chinese man, they take that one machine, they go in the communities. I beg you, sometimes you lead them more, you visit your villages, you visit your county, and you go see real. Right? Then you come and you see how your mind will be about. So why rescue? Yeah, burn on everything. Just saying that in Monrovia, and the only thing is, we are not coming back. And because some of you not taking time, packing your some holidays, then just take the weekend. Just take the weekend, you go in your village, you go see, and then ask, right? Move around, see what is happening in your forest. See what is going on. Oh, we'll be telling you everything you're having that fun. They call every about, oh, Joey are not coming back, Joey are coming back. Well, oh, look at it's a major threat to livelihood. So you know what that means? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the communities, right, will be bankrupt. Will be bankrupt in a way that the very soil they need will be contaminated because these illicit miners, they're using unregulated chemicals. They're polluting the communities, they're polluting the soil, they're polluting the water, livelihood. But you have a government calling it a rescue that's abating these things, but in 5-6 years, they wouldn't be here, but we will begin to feel the scourge, the pain of their negligence, neglect of the people. This is what you need to focus on. But when the news media report, right, then all of you not take side. They want to, then let it pop. That's why you gotta focus on. You gotta focus on the meat, the substance of what we're saying, and then you use your own human being, your own God-given sense. You get here, you get brain. Use your own brain, right, and think it through. Oh, front page, not let it go. I think front page or any other media organization are moved by their ethics. Now you're feeling you. We get what you see you're getting very old. We get time for your feeling. You sitting in there, testing your capital correct. You say you rescue, right? Your capital, you planning to come big the camel or can argue with the camel. You say now you say you rescue. To hell with you, right? You're foolish people, you're pouring a mess, you're passing around, you're dancing, acting like you're new or coming. Let it nonsense here now. Even Gary, you got prayer all going up. More. The first time they call you more prayer to go up. More, what we know, more, and all prayers going up. Bugger we, more, sleepy, and all looking at someone like Gufu in the country. Can you imagine sleepies? And all looking at Gufu, all of them wearing coat suit in the market. Bony and all that big meat, bony, P4 and all, in rescue government. Did you expect that? You saying that you got on your phone, you dancing poo water, Sony wine water, you dance in that passing. Oh, rescue! Oh, just say you knew, and this is why. So I'm going into my issue now, small, So this is why I always like to draw a comparative scenario between what is happening in Liberia and what is going on in the US. And yesterday, I stumbled across this. I played this morning small. Former president of the US, Barack Obama, doing the campaign, doing this just in the 2024 campaign in the US, where Mr. President Trump won. I mean, it's just the same scenario. Just like we were arguing here, that look, all the things you're on. The black men will not have no example, no record, no nothing to show that they think that what you're saying they can do, he can do it. Nothing. We see nothing. The men say, yeah, we were telling you everything. Some of you are looking at, I am telling you, man, but we were basically trying to guide you because you have to apply the new man on the old man. But the men not get 0-0. Listen to Costa and say, yeah. Because I said, did you think we knew? Did you think we knew? You remember? Did you think we knew? But listen to what Barack said in the case of Trump, that we also said here, but in different ways because the context varies, and you compare, right, the realities of what is it in America today in terms of the decision making and the activities and policies implementation that's going on, and they cross everything, and then you come back here, you also try to relate that and remember what we said about this personality, this character, right? That you all were dancing in pool water and you're denying your children's school fees because you believe they did not want, and you coerce people into voting for this man when you have no basis. Absolutely no basis. And we informed you, we educated you on it. We told you. So this is it. It's a global, that double jeopardy level is faced because anything that affects America affects us. So America's situation affecting us, then our own setting here affecting us. So we're in double jeopardy. Who you coming cry on? The people who used to help us in America, the boys are going through it.
What I cannot understand is why anybody would think that Donald Trump will shake things up in a way that is good for you, Pennsylvania.
Okay. So what we could not understand, for anybody in the right frame of mind to look at Boakai, right? Living on loan, Boakai, unable to provide medical bills for himself, Boakai, unable to fuel his car, Boakai, unable to buy electricity for his home, Boakai, unable to paint his house, Boakai, unable to keep his wife and family together after 12 years as vice president, right? Could change the reality of this country, right? That's what we could not imagine. Look around you today. Yo.
I don't understand that.
I just couldn't understand up to now. And I'm like dumbfounded continuously, and you can't just fathom how anybody in the right frame of mind who sat in class and became trained will still want to, if not hate. Right?
Because there is absolutely no evidence.
There were absolutely no evidence, right, that this Boakai man, right, is an accomplished man, is a man with a legacy, and that's attractive. It's a man with a history of impact. It's a man that has delivered. There was no evidence. There remains no evidence. We have not seen any evidence. Nobody can show us any evidence. He himself has not talked about anything. He has always hallucinated about what he could have done for Liberia, and the reality has turned out to be a colossal mess. That's what we have. Look around you.
That this man thinks about anybody but himself.
Okay. The only thing we could point to that this old man was a tribalist. Historically, it has been proven his consideration and his preferences were informed by tribal bigotry, and he has always preferred himself. It has always been centered around him. That's why you could look in the society of this country, you will not see nobody, you will not see anybody, you will not see anyone who will put their hands up to say, my life changed because of this man's intervention. This man did this for me. This man did that for me. No, it has always been about himself. And what does the reality look like today? Look around you. The decisions that are being made, right? Who are getting the biggest job in the country? Lofa. Who are getting the biggest contracts in the country? Lofa. Kisi people, right? That is an I feeling. Not the we consciousness, but the I. Everything me. Just me. Right? To the point, even if it has got to conflict with the law, this man says me. The law says there are 10 new positions in the country. Baka says, what I want. The law says a person cannot be an active partisan of a political party to chair or become a commissioner at NEC. Baka say, what I want is what I get. That is the evidence we have. So it doesn't matter who speaks. It doesn't matter who rekindle. It doesn't matter what the Supreme Court says, right? That is a mark of a selfish man. We told you and you knew it. So we were not making up. We are not making up. We have never ever made up. Neither will we ever made anything up, right? Everything we have said about this old man are his characteristic. That is the way God made him. That's who he is. Selfish, me, egotistic, right? Self-centered, narcissist. That's who he is. Everything around him, everything about him. Or the appointment to NEC conflicts with the law. As long as Baka wants it, he has it. And we told you, it is not about a political party, but it is about the dangerous precedent. I was in a conversation with some friends on yesterday, right? When they announced that one of our friend, their friend, have gotten some kind of beautiful appointment somewhere or job somewhere, and they were considering, oh yeah, that job is protected, so at least it's okay. It's 25 years. So even if the government loses in 2029, the president remains. And I hasten to remind them. I said, look, with the precedent being said, there is no guaranteed job ever anymore in this country. And that's why people like us, whenever these things come out, we say, oh no, don't do it. Please reconsider, do this, because you will not be president forever. And somebody could come as president that will be very much ruthless and dangerous. You don't know what the future holds. So that is the reason why it is important that we all advocate for the protection of the law and the safeguarding of our democracy. What if tomorrow somebody becomes president and the president in their nature is detective, right? And then they come and see these kinds of history, what they're able to rest on. This thing happened. So who cares? They will consume this whole country. They'll consume power to themselves and will start to cry. But you don't look at where you fall. You look at where you stand. And this is why people like us want to be on record, because with life and good health, we will remind you. You understand? Do you know what it means? This is bending the National Elections Commission to the whims and caprice of whomever that's in power. What happens? What becomes of the morale, right, and the protection of those on the commission's board? They already know that political convenience is what guarantees their presence there. If this action can be taken at the top, and no matter what the civil society says, no matter what who says, it happen. If I don't play along, right, that's the same way I will be removed, even though the law said I can't be removed, but the law said they may not supposed to be here and they may here. So I will be removed, right, in that same fashion, and people will talk, but nothing will happen, because nobody respects the law. It is a dangerous precedent. And yes, I've seen them. Rex Basigia, one of the vice presidents at NUCA, right, ignorantly saying that, oh, we cannot, so we will not share the presidential authority. What is the presidential authority? That is not within the bailiwick of the presidential authority. Where are you reading from? Where's the dude even reading from? But again, this is it. It is only us, the people, that can tell them, no, this is not the way it's supposed to be. And we are in a very terrible situation. The lawmakers the legislature that could help, that should be helping in keeping with the law to erect the relevant necessary checkpoints are compromised. They are the biggest bootlickers in the country. Good for nothing. Just imagine someone who was saying, prior election, you see that house, we need educated people there. We need well-experienced people there. And the other person now said, oh yeah, it'll be a good thing. As well as saying, oh yeah, you see the caliber of people. Look at the caliber. Look at them. With all their education, all their experience. What? Sometimes the ordinary man, to some extent, can hold some value and principle than these so-called book people. These ones, you just get discouraged. Just get discouraged. Like on the country, all that thing going through. So somebody you're sitting somewhere now, no food, sir. No job, not working, man not working. The businessman doing PCC police or MCC police go, they take it away. The small girls, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, they got turned to sex slave, sex, and commercial sex. Go in the street after 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Go in the street and see it. Is that a mark of a viable economy where people are meeting their ends meet? Who in their right mind will see their 15-year-old, their 14-year-old baby? Imagine, surrender to the street. And their peers, their father peers, are going out with them. Look at the video that's circulating. What the lady said, you think at 10 I want? Calculate the age of that lady. This is happening. You think at 10 I want? The men take, two of them for the night. And get in, 10 I'm 1,800, 1,800. Use the people daughter. This is what's happening in the country. And you think you don't have to worry. Oh, because it's not your children. So you feel it's okay. But you don't know 5 years from now, 6 years from now, what could happen. That is the reason why when terrible things happen in the country, you have to stand up against it, because the natural propensity for it to come back and affect you in ways that you will not imagine is just likely. So don't be selfish. You can bear a part of things you carry way up. When drug consume the community, drug will one day enter your fence. Drug will one day enter your fence. So it's a national core. And everybody got to get involved with it. When the person violating the laws,
I've said
speak out.
Before.
Condemn it. Talk about it. Right? No. Anderson Mame, civil society has spoken out. The questions have not been about whether we have got some little experience working with election-related issue before. No, that's not the question. Whether we go to school, you can go to school, go. No, that way you're not wasting our time about that. Whether you're a student or you used to fail in school, we're not asking all those questions. What we are saying is the law requires a degree of objectivity. Can we get objectivity in the case of a middleman from a man who is not just a supporter, but an extreme fanatic? Do you know when a person is categorized as a fanatic or an extremist, do you know what the weight it carries? No reasoning. No, and they only believe in their perception. They don't care about facts. They don't care about evidence. They don't care about reasoning. Fanatics do not care. Fanatics only believe in what they know, what they hold. That's who they are. So the result can come. The people can say that all want. As long as this man is an extreme Unity Party Boakai fanatic, he sees beyond. He doesn't see that. He's blinded. His consciousness is blinded. Is placated. The P-headable Firestone truck tire. You melt it. That hard liquid you pull it on, you bring it in. That you can cover it. That kind of old man looking. A person that is extremely passionate and often uncompromising in their support for a particular ideology, a particular party, or a particular leader. The person that is what? Uncompromising. So, how do you take a man who cannot compromise Boakai for anything? How do you take a man who cannot compromise Unity Party for anything? Which is his right? Right? Which is his right. But how do you take that man if you're not as selfish as Boakai is and put him over the National Elections Commission, where Chapter 2.2 of the new electoral law clearly and unambiguously stated that nobody with political affiliations are supposed to be appointed or nominated for a position on the next commission, right? As a commissioner of the National Elections Commission, at least to talk about the chairperson. In the case of this man, he is a fanatic. He is an extremist, uncompromising, unbending, unapologetic, which is his right. It is people's right to decide to be stupid. It is people's right to decide to be dumb. It is people's right to decide to be foolish. It is people's right to be just anything. That's their right. You can fight them to be crazy. You can only try to talk about it and talk to them, but you can't force. Nobody fight anybody for what they want to be, how they want to be. No, you can't do that. We're too civilized to want to do that. These kind of people, like Widow, often display unwavering loyalty and enthusiasm, sometimes to the point of being seen as extreme or unyielding. Boakai look across the entire country and even in the diaspora and say, I'm taking that man. That is tantamount to removal and impeachment. How many more times this old man must bend our laws, creating himself as a demagogue? How is what this man is doing in Liberia different from what Doumbouya is doing in Conakry, Guinea? How is what this man is doing in Liberia different from what Assimi Goïta is doing in Bamako, Mali? How is what Boakai is doing in flouting the law, bending the rules, accommodating only his feelings, right? Over what the law says is different from what President Trump is being accused of in the U.S. How is it, fellow Liberians? How is it? Unthinkable, irrational decisions is being made, but they look normal. You don't have problem with the man taking the dangerous decision, but you have problem with the young man trying to expose that and enlighten and educate you about the danger and risks we run as a country when these things are allowed to happen. The Student Unification Party, SUP, has said clearly that no, this is nonsense. And if this is allowed to happen, we will protest. You don't have to wait for them to protest. That alone is a caveat. A reasonable government, a people-focused government, a government interested in the stability of the country. Listen to these feedbacks. You know why feedbacks are important in policy decision making. Even if you do developmental studies, right? You just don't go ahead and just go pull hemp on somewhere like that. No. There are stages. You go, you carry out and awareness and education to the people. Then you wait and see what the reactions of the community, the people will be. You gather these reactions, you evaluate them, right? And then you make a determination to know whether you can still go ahead or there need to be adjustment or you need to have some realignments and have what have you. But when you ignore feedbacks, when you ignore reactions, and then you pursue whatever objective that you want to, in spite of the negative reactions, it is dangerous. You can go ahead because you have power. You can go ahead because you're the president. You can have your will. But the signals are that this will, these decisions of yours do not meet the approval of your citizens. They are not pleased. If you're a leader that's concerned about the pleasure of your people, you have to take heed. I thought you said you were more a listening president, right? Eddie Jawolo, Nemot Liberia, Anderson Mame, right? Student Unification Party, STAN, CMC, right? Or Simeon Freeman. So far, those I've seen, right? Tewo Gongulu. Which segment is welcoming this? Only the minute Unity Party bandwagonists are the one embracing and celebrating this decision. That must ring a bell to the president. That must ring a bell to the partners that this is a time bomb. And like I said on yesterday, Mr. President, if you do not take heed, Mr. President, you have the way you can go ahead. Because like from the first day when I read what your post, and I said, look, the president was deliberate about this. Look at what the president said. In order to short circuit the authority of the Senate, the president placed the man there to start to act. Yesterday, what happened? They turned over to the man. The man has everything in him. The man, that's the man the president wants. He is the president as we speak. But you can be the president today and you don't know what can happen tomorrow. You can no longer be president. And when you're no longer president, you will want the country to be governed by the law. And you'll be sitting there. The same way after 12 years when you violated, all your eyes were dark, you didn't see anything. But then in 6 years, you started to see all the things you could do. And you made all the flashy promises in order to get us where we are. When we raise these issues, we're not raising them simply because we just want to talk. And the way we have our conversation, the way we have the conversations is in a way that drive you to seeing reasoning.
In the county of Lofa, where the standard bearer of the UPA land comes from, the Unity Party more than 70% of the vote. They swear the district of
This is the man in the first round. Who all remember the first round official result? Who won the first round? The CDC. But listen to the result the man gave for the first round in the election.
The flag bearer group, where the difference is about 3,000 different between the both parties. That is in Bond County, which is another populated county, UP and CDC.
And you think this is not a cause to worry? And you think this is not a cause to worry about what will happen to you if this man exhibit these same uncouth, illegal, extremist posture during the general and presidential election in 2029? You don't think you're not worried about that? So the president will prefer kinsmanship over the law. He'll prefer loyalty to him over the law. He'll prefer loyalty to him and maintain and not listen to the cries of the people over the stability and the future of the country. Like they said, this man promised to end this country, and he has remained very committed to ending the country. But we're waiting to see what happens. Now, let's see what Sten says. The Solidarity and Trust for a New Day extends its warmest and most heartfelt. Okay. No, this is not. Okay. Into. Let me try to get that one quickly. But yeah, Stan and other groups, Sue and other people have voiced their disapproval. But you see, only UP bandwagonists are out there. Oh yeah, it's a good thing. Oh yeah, because they fuel the perpetuation of their stealing from the country and will continue. This country here, since after the war, we all have suffered. We all have built ourselves to a certain extent. Nobody political interest we must sit down and allow to drag us back, even for one day. Nobody. We must remind all of them. You come, you have your time, you roll out your vision, you roll out your policy, you get the country money to you, do the things you say you will do. And let your record speak for you. If you get it, you get it. But if you don't get it, you leave it. But if you say you can, you do the one, and everybody talking, you say you're not listening because you the president. You're not listening because you the president. The same way when Samido was doing something, people were there talking to him. Samido, stop. Samido say you can't listen. Samido, stop it. Samido, the other one, Samido say you can't listen. When the time reached for Samido to be the president in the poll, they grab Samido ear, they chop Samido ear off. Samido was there. Oh my people, oh my people. And the thing that can be happening. And Mr. Taylor, yeah, Mr. Taylor, they say, Charlie, stop some of the things that you're doing. Charlie say, I am the president, I'm the Dakwana. I'm the president, I'm the Dakwana. Charlie, stop the thing that you're doing. They want it. Charlie say, I'm the president, I'm the Dakwana. When I'm passing, everybody must stand. The police boy, everybody must turn their back and look and be worshiping me. Charlie, stop. The power too sweet in Charlie head. Charlie not listening. When push came to shove, Charlie is languaging beyond a 50 years bar. Charlie is wishing to see daylight. Charlie is wishing to see how Broad Street looking. It's not easy. 50 years. Charlie not know how it will even end up with him. Power sweet. But it's good to listen to the people that you are governing. It's good to listen to dissenting voices. They may not, in your mind, like you, but you have to listen to what they are saying. When you make adjustment on some of these criticism, it further endear you to the country. Sometimes it becomes a silent weapon that even transforms some of these very critics. Because if I'm sitting here every day and I'm criticizing the president, and when I bring up issue and suggestion, I see the president implement them. I feel like this is a man willing to listen to me, or this is a woman willing to listen to me. It indirectly draws me closer because I feel that the crowds that I'm relating to you, you're acting upon them. They're very smart and intelligent, diplomatic ways that you run around these things instead of the extreme radical posturing that you're doing. Ignoring the concerns of the people, abusing them, and using iron hand, Mr. President, it can't end good. It can't. History is there. When I earlier president here, 12 years, there were people very powerful who felt that 12 years could not end. Some of them, it's not easy. They had to come back now. Hustling, imagine one, call you some of the name of the people now that are hustling for consultancy. And then you imagine the power that they command 12 years ago while Ellen was president. You hold your, you say, they man, you will not even want to believe it. But yes, we know some of them. They yell. You're not hearing their name, but they yell. They begging, they passing from one ministry, one agency. Power can be sweet. But remember when the day it is no longer there, that your face should still be respected. So Weah was president for 6 years, right? He was listening to an extent. But yet still, people, the very same people that you're listening to that will go to him will still come back for whatever disapproval and they will say the otherwise. Almost everybody that was opposition to Mr. Weah had access to Mr. Weah. He talked to them and he shared with them. They were all good. But for some reason, people felt that they just didn't want him. And it materialized. He's off. There were people who were very powerful then. Today, where are they? That's how you build a country. Remembering the past and making decisions that guarantee and know that you are just passing through. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. Let's hear from you. This is your country. Speak your mind. What do you think? It looks clear and certain that the president is not willing to listen to the country. He's going to go ahead just as he did with the removal of the speaker, the illegal removal of the speaker. It's going on record. Children, generations after generation, for as long as we are here, we will keep educating and informing the people that there was a moment in Liberia history where there was an open, flagrant violations of the law to satisfy the whims of a president who spent millions of dollars when hospitals were without drugs, when school-going children were without instructors, when there was no chairs, when rules of the schools were leaking, when public facilities had no electricity, hospitals are using candles, yet 5.6 million was used illegally to remove a certain speaker, legitimate speaker, for a man who knows nothing, who passes around and, of course, carelessly practices bigamy all over the place. Yes, we'll tell them, and they will know. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so thank you for the program. I'm Jonathan Williams.
Go ahead.
So what's the problem with it? So is there a statement the appointed NEC board said you got problem with it, or is it because of your political interest?
Okay, 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call, and of course you will be live. And you know, going to school can help you not only to know how to write, but to know how to listen, to know how to reason, to know how to think. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning. Emmanuel Lila Bowe calling from Mandupo resident. This morning you have struck a lot of points that are so reporting to we the young people and Liberia at large. Because not just about the CDC, but I think the entire opposition within this country need to look at this appointment keenly and take some radical approach against it. Because if we do sit here as opposition, group of opposition, and say that we're going to be waiting till 2029 going to the election, that would be a clear victory for the United Party. Because you cannot appoint an individual that affiliates with the United Party that believe in the idea of Bouaka, and the Bouaka say, yes, that's true. So today we sit here as party, our party officials for all of the opposition bloc need to come out with a strong statement and rally us. We got the strength to move, but we can be moved by our leaders. If they don't speak, we'll not move. So we have leaders. You will not be expecting Musa Belete, George, Weah, Umi to be on the forefront. That's why the party got structure. So the various leaders need to come out and come up with a statement that will be able to embarrass this identical appointment by Mr. Bouaka. This man is a clear Unity partisan that will not sit here and allow that to happen. But it will not only happen if our leaders are willing. Wherever we have that our CDC chairman is, I'm just asking if you have been weak before, You need to come up from out of your weakness and become forceful. If the chairman of the BDD arm of the CMC have been weak, they need to come up for that weakness. Even if that is the chairman of the ANC, need to come up for that weakness and be forceful to see how well we can go against the technical appointment. But if we say that's a swing for Bwaka, that's the kind of test they give us. They may have given a lot of tests to the Liberian people, and nothing has been happening. That horse you're talking about, the House of Senate, that clear cut. That yes, sir, let's go. They're going to pass that thing, and you're going to be there. They may have not even been confirmed, but now he has taken over the National Election Commission. That is not a clear violation, but today nobody's going to be questioning him. So what are we doing here as citizens? We need to come back and go against the appointment of Ome Joe Boakai, that we are tired with his reckless leadership. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much. Good morning. A lot of things we talk about, but it all point to the fact that how decisions are not aligning with what the law says, and the president doesn't care. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I am Archie Newton, calling from District 17. Yeah, thank you this morning, my brother. You said it all. Comprehension's problem in this country is the living aspect. That so-called guy who called from province, what all you explain about that so-called generator widow man, he's still asking that foolish question. See how we're looking in this country? We're talking about the law. What the law says, right? Then you're talking about you against the law of waiting. That was Joseph Parker is not hearing Liberians, and he will regret it. If Joseph Parker died natural death, he will regret it because we will. Yes, because you can be a leader in it because so adamant to the people. Because I said a 42-year-old man who have an experience.
You're not listening to the people.
Just listening to
the students community. I just told you the student community, the civil society, the political party. The individual librarians are saying, no, Mr. President, they won't. You say you're not listening. You're imposing the man.
Why can you ask and say, why is Mr. Taylor today? How they do that? Because they were not listening to the people when they were talking to them. They feel that he's just president for life. See, it's just sorry. It's just sorry. But that's what the poor want them when we told them that they may have no history of making anybody. They have no example. But they said that the people, that the men were wanted. That's why they brought them back in power. After 12 years, he became a beggar. He could not pay rent, he could not pay hospital bill. And he was living on loan. I don't know, are we serious in this country? We got serious comprehension problem. Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And this is it. And you know, when government is failing, when government fails the people on its basic fundamental constitutional obligations, then they start to make you feel like, and then you the people start, some of you, a lot of you believe that because you don't get a job and you poor, you hungry, that's spiritual problem. So as soon as you hear say one pastor comes on, oh, all of you will go there. Those are signs and symptoms of a failing leadership. Oh yes. Don't you think we don't believe in God? We believe in God. We worship God for our salvation. For our salvation, so that the year after we will be saved, and that while we are here, we'll be protected. But to the point where you start to believe now that because you don't get a job, God there with you. That thing there, that manipulation. So that time you taking to go be running beyond preacher man, ain't no passing around. The little small thing you get, you giving. You need to take that time, you rally your civic and civil energy, right? It is a political and government failure, and it has to be corrected through political means. Let the government and the leadership priority be about creating jobs and creating means for you. But you're not there. So the pastor will pray. Then when the pastor finish praying, where you going work now? Where? So that who going to hire you? How many new companies? What are the NGOs? Where are they? Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yes. This is my tool calling from Johnson.
Go ahead, Mr. Tool.
Thank you for all the analysis that you are giving this morning. Well, it's just that it's so sad that Freedom FM, Kings FM, Voice of Liberia, they are not reaching Southeast. Only that a phone station alone reaching over there. So whether they are lying to the people, that only that lying information that it can reach to us in Southeast there. And I've been saying it about confirmation. The two funny senators who got what.
So we want y'all to know, you know, we are working a lot of things we could do, but we want y'all to know that anything the government station and tell you, everything that lie. You come over, you see when they finish talking, you look at your life.
For me, I can only go down there and be there for a few weeks. I'm based in Monterey, so I know how the country is running. I know how the government really running the country. But at a fixed station, only that fixed station alone, we see what the government say, and more especially our country, which is going through. The two fixed senators we got, Senator Chie and Bakekwa. I believe they will say that over there again and they will confirm that man. Senator Chie is one of the three immediately after the election period. Plenty people regretted why they have to vote for it. Because we already heard that the broadcast for the Unity Party, I think 22 or 24, they deny, but immediately after the election, people started crying with they were to know this was not to vote for them. And the best sitting over there, he sat down over there, he brought up Flatikufa, went through all those things. He not one day talk on anything like that. He sit down there again. If I ought to do it, they stand around the way they are already ugly in our country there. We find it that as they are talking about removing people, then we ourselves will find it to remove them from power too.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Edmoka. I'm the future instead of the pushing for the return of President Weah 2029. You know, Abu, those of you that are speaking the truth to the Liberian people, you guys are making headway, and the pro-government station cannot do nothing about it. They are just fighting. You can see it. Okay. Let's look at, for example, before I go to what you're talking about, when the president talked about 600 homes, during his inaugural speech, he was very, not inaugural, during his State of the Nation speech. That statement meant they had everything were available. They were about to start. But when I just backed in to listen to that regular press briefing at the Information Ministry, then what the institution responsible went to go tell the Liberian people the land has been secured. You talking about land? We thought you could have been telling us the resources have been mobilized, contractors have been hired, and as we speak, the soils have been now black have been placed under the ground.
I mean, it was a complete lie. That whole son our lie, all that in our inside everything our lie.
So now you see,
no seasonal school anywhere, nothing.
Yeah, this is the reason why their lies will not go anywhere. Because even their own people will know that they are lying to them. But this whole thing about this guy, I love the rejection, put up by the Liberian people.
Yeah, the people reject it, but then the president doesn't care. Why are you a leader? Look at the wave of rejection. All across. Yeah. I think the only person so far I've seen that Lino, that guy, because this Lofa thing, right? Monimba, right? He's the only man talking about, okay, let's consider, okay, for him, say, okay. But then every other person say no.
Yeah.
And then you can understand Lano that Lofa man.
That is the rejection I'm talking about, because when these kinds of views are coming up on the appointment, a signal up there to our international partners that clearly Liberian people and the stakeholders in the country are seriously rejecting the particular appointment, and it creates doubt. It creates doubt over the guy that has been appointed. It creates doubt over the institution that you're going to serve in, which was for the international community lend some helping hand and monitor carefully. It creates that. The thing is that Bwakana receiving call as we speak, saying the appointment of the Jonathan Widow. He receiving some call, but they will not say it. So whether he go ahead or not, the doubt has already been created that Jonathan Widow is compromised and he cannot serve in that position. He will not be able to deliver
independently looking at his current position in Unity Party. It's clear. So whether he never listened to about the removal of the speaker or this and that, and yeah, why he getting? That's why he didn't listen about the speaker crisis.
The president says, his supporter says he's the king. Any decision he made, they don't care what the law says, they will do it.
But you listen to the other man just now, the question he asked you, they tell you say it's about comprehension. It's not about comprehension. It's about so-called belief in political party that is not delivering. And what we're talking about here now is about the country. Because today, if anything backfire, nobody going to be picking among people say, oh, this is the ruling party people and this is the opposition party people. No, it doesn't work that way. So he allowed, this is why you talk about the nationalistic and the patriotic point of view, that how you look at issues. Listen to your party thing. How do you understand that this is a process that we are going through where everybody are vying for that position? Then you go, you take CDC man, you put the CDC man in position. What are you talking about? We're supposed to split your hair and lay it there before you will know that seriously there will not be free and fair, there will not be smooth or processes when you come to the electoral process.
And there will be no trust. It's about trusting the process. There will be no trust. This man does not have what will guarantee the trust of the people, the confidence of the people. But thank you very much, Edmond. Well said. Good morning, my friend.
Yeah, thank you very much, my dear brother of Abu Sharif, and thanks also to the hardworking family of our great freelancing family. For the recognitions for the public, I'm booked, Robert, and I told you this morning from our unknown destinations. You know, brother Abu, we are saying this, and our other brother don't understand what we are driving, and they are looking at it from the party sentiment. The guy was saying that says we should not blame what we fall, we should blame what we stop our toes. This man have a history of almost causing chaos and calamity to this state in the interest of a political party, not in the interest of a country. That's the two things. When you have a history of causing chaos for the state, it's different from the history of causing chaos for your institution. This man, when he announced before that he never even have concrete, concrete evidence to worse, he was only announcing the interest of his institutions, which was going almost cause chaos in this country. Paka even a word of it. Today, Paka look at the same man putting him as a referee after being the number 10 of a football team. He takes number 10 from Barcelona, then he put him to the referee team. You see what we are going? But what we're saying today, we're saying they will not expect a man with a widow or whatsoever. Because mind you, the vote that will come against the particular or fair regime, the vote that will come against the fair regime for the masses, it will be a vote that Mr. Widow don't even have authority over to thwart. You don't even have authority to thwart.
No, we are speaking about the credential and the credibility of our electoral process, the law, to protecting the law and the sanity of the institution. That's what we're talking about. For a president to be careless about that is sad.
It's very clear. The law is there. The law is in the book that nobody should not affiliate, nobody should not go at the particular process and then go on the particular or table or even stay at the particular table. Mr. President is innocent and only because he said it will be in your favor. But mind you, tomorrow, because your favor, it can even cause the whole country to come to what? To a silver end. Which of course we're not praying for. We are calling international community yesterday from our independent institution when they made a release. The president is still innocent. But they to conclude, if Mr. Black, because number one, man, you get final election, Mr. Trump, we are not even got control over it. Maybe that's why the party around and say, oh, and the Senate will say for the sake of mind you, Mr. We are not even have control over it.
This is not about Mr. Weir. You can't limit the whole country election to one man, right?
No, they don't know. There is no political party leader that can control over the election.
That is being rude to the rest of the other people in the country that believe and see themselves as viable enough to be president of the country.
Thank you. The people that actually that have been displayed in the polo there are the people that have control of the election. The people that have been displayed to Rototown, the people that have been displayed the people that today they can put food on the table, are people that have the monopoly over this election. So they conclude if Mr. Parker want milk, will drink milk. If he want cassava leaf, will drink you say, oh, no problem, I want you no profit.
Okay, Pokat, Robert, thanks a lot. And so let's take you here. Good morning.
Good morning, Freedom FM. Thank you, Mr. Cherry, for the show.
Morning,
My
sir.
name is John Smith, you live from South Africa. You know,
in South Africa, how is it, my man, with the xenophobic issues, xenophobia that's going on there, and all those things? Are you safe?
No, you know, it depends where you stay and what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, but that one is an issue. You know, as a foreigner, you have to experience so many things differently because even in America, it happens. So that one is a normal.
Okay.
So back to the topic. That Pape Joseph Boakai. You see that QNet group together, say they won't care people, America, all those kind of things. The same group, that Pape. Unity Party is a scam.
Is it that the same group in what?
Same group in.
Okay.
They're making to scam Liberian people to make Liberians to feel frustrated on their own land. You see the country we live in, you made a certain statement saying that how the place had this. That is the same thing we're experiencing. When you allow foreigners to come in a country and try to change things. That what happened today in Liberia. Liberians are not enjoying our country. You know, nobody in Liberia, including you, my brother, supposed to be in that country to complain of anything. But for the fact that they claim, they have to push the narrative that, oh, CDC this. Look at the last election in Liberia. They were looking so peaceful and calm. You think that man can accept? You see how he's trying to push the cart? You understand? But Liberians were exposing. Liberians were definitely exposing. 2029 is far, but not far anymore. And those who went and voted for him, they're seeing it. They should stay in their corner and act like it's not happening. But it's happening. People suffering in our country. A country that everybody's supposed to be living peacefully. But a foreigner enjoying, other people are enjoying it, whilst we sit down in the country and all kind of game. But 2029, CDC will come to power and CDC will transform Liberia. Do you understand? Liberia will still prevail. Thank you very much for the show.
Thank you very much. And this is an update from Nimba County as a public school teachers boycott Ganta. As a public school teachers in Ganta boycott classes over salary arrears. That is happening in the rescue government. Yesterday I heard about Magibi, the model school there. You remember that beautiful school that the CDC government initiated that was just dedicated recently? Where Lango Lepe is supposed to move, right? The other branch. The children not get teacher in the classroom. But I went and go dedicate. You lay claim to it. Okay, you won't pay it, but you claim it. Okay, pay teacher not to be inside, not you. Teacher they running away from there. Children can go to school. They're Liberians. You can think outside. Eh? Good morning, man.
Yeah.
Morning.
Good morning, man.
Yeah, then you can tell somebody pour over the election doing the country like one party state, blah blah blah. Everybody talking, you won't listen. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, the person is never calling from the Virgin Street District number 11. But I do thank you for the show. Let me say this to Mr. Walker. If Walker thinks he will bring one only force him onto us or he put it on election commission to work for him in the future, he lied. Even the woman is talking about that woman CDC government jail before. He said that the next person, if people call no immune, probably put the next person there. But what I'm trying to say is, Walker abandons the rule of law. You forget to know that this is a democratic state. He's trying to run a digital state government. Let him go ahead, forgetting to know that we are watching. We are looking at Walker with our ego eye. Let him do anything he feels doing, but he will never play with our election. And when you play with the election, you will not be free to sit in a chair that you're fighting for. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Upton, you have to call back. I'm trying to cue you in.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Morning, Abu.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Abu, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call for my Popo Kono, down Coast Bone Hill, White Town community. Abu,
go ahead.
Thank you, Abu, you said it all. Abu, let me just
mirrored the kind of words that we heard for these guys up Broad Street over the last years. Those guys said that Joseph Nima Boakai has 42 years experience. They said that Joe Boakai was knowledgeable in governance. And you can even imagine, and you can remember at the time, 90 days, those guys marched at the Supreme Court under President. We are advocating for the rule of law. And after today, this man who was giving all of these academic credentials is now behaving under the belt today. Hey, Mr. Boakai, Joseph Boakai. They told you again. Are you knowledgeable to the Election Commission Act that was revised in 2018? You are elected a certified using partisans to come and present over our elections. Is it dangerous? Having you guys were the one who protested your profusely against the appointment of Wabudiki Nibudiki. How come you guys are here today? But Abu, in my mind, this is a learning curve for the life of community wisdom, the life of Tima Janate, the life of Philip Bryan, who fought profusely their own for the Southeastern region. You see what happened today? Joseph Nima Boakai is being protected by a kinsman. When you people are throwing your own kinsman out, Joe Boakai is being shielded today. You see, when we are advocating that this appointment is dangerous to the peace and stability of our country, and now Nima man for Norfolk County is embracing the man. You see what happening? That's what can happen if you don't know the value of your own. Where are you today, coming with them? When Nibudiki Wabudiki issue was here, right here. Criticizing the man, talking about the man age. Where are you today? Your government you brought in power 3 years. Nobody knew about you. So when you get to your own, and this is a learning curve. Let this be a caveat to Joseph Nima Boakai. This will not derail the peace. Your appointment must be resented like girl must live. We will not drag that girl to the grave. And we know that you are 89 years old. Thank you very much, Abu, for always giving us the opportunity to make our voice on that station. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Spencer Muhammad from down Cold Spoon Hill. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Abu.
Good morning. Pew, sorry, 1 minute. That man, did I have me a point? Please, go ahead.
Yes, this is Mandela from the old room. Yeah, Abu, I will keep saying this. You see the government, Joseph Boakai, they cannot listen. They are not people that when people talk on something, then they will withdraw. That he will withdraw a nomination of that man. No.
But he is a leader. He is the leader, man. Leader supposed to be leader supposed to listen. And what the Bible says. And the Bible says leaders should listen to their people.
But I want to say, these people are not listening. And so why they are telling on their country are so negative? How can we talk positive when these people they cannot listen? Joseph Boakai is people the kind of power they are playing. They are these are things they tell us in our faces that they will make election, they will see election. And I want us to see the surrounding activity of Joseph Boakai. We cannot talk positive when a negative people continue to rule it against our will. We cry. This man is put there that completely parliament. Constitution is against that. And Joseph Boakai cannot listen. He has holding us. They hold the peer pressure of government. That's what I'm saying. The judiciary, look there. That other viral man, that new party men stay down there, these are planned. They hold there, that's it. Everything now, they work with Joseph Boakai. What else will do? Get the executive. Let the man put this man to neck. Tell me now, who will say this? Council of churches are not talking. People society are not talking.
No, on the other one say what society not talk. No, on the other one say what society talking on the one.
Opposition community should work prepare for counter action. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying it because people are not listening.
All right, thank you very much. They won, yeah. Everybody seems to be united on this one. But yesterday, the government, the president, they said they're not listening. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning, my brother. Sorry for holding you.
It's okay. This is Leo Swore. I'm calling from Minneapolis, St. Paul, the USA. You see, Abu, my thing of comment is that I have now seen it anywhere in the world, anywhere. A very key and strategic appointment of such, where the president chair make an announcement for an individual to be appointed at the election commission, not even announcing that he is the chairperson, but replacing the chairperson, because I know chairperson is not appointed by the president, but rather chairperson is a position given to the individual by the 4 or 5 members of the commission, right? They choose their own chairperson, okay? But to my dismay, right? To see the chairleader leaving, and then turning power over to the individual that were appointed just within a day or two, right? And at the end of the day, this young man or whoever that was appointed.
Now what the president said in his appointment letter, said the man should go and take over as acting before the Senate even reconvene.
But that would be a slap in the face for our education. That's why you see when you do the research today that country with lowest IQ in the world, Labrador rank I think 2nd or 3rd. Because no serious modern country will accept what is going on in the world, right? And it will be an embarrassment again to us. Nobody going to take us serious. Then we won't put to take us serious in the war, not here in the Soviet Union, but in the war, right? Who's going to take us serious? Nobody going to take us serious. That's why you see when Labrador is facing today with killing. Not even the regional body, right? The monorail body, they even come and fix it. Needs to say ECOWAS or AU or the UN. Because the war has concluded that the government Labrador is running is a chaplain government, is a government that does not respect the rule of law. So they should take the own omen of how it feels to not respect the rule of law. Okay? It's an embarrassment. We expect a speaker to say, look, in how much I am the regime speaker, you cannot embarrass us with this. Right? No matter what, that's a strategic position. And tell Labrador we are so weak. Just talk. But by right, class who should be running in that country by now. To be frank, what is doing now? What is doing now? Right? It would not take down. Labrador go beyond. It possibly to see that. And all men was already in a grave. We're about to die. Who tomorrow will lead the scene? Right? And young people allow themselves to go beyond because of power. They were great in Liberian history, right? And one of the greatest Liberian presidents ever to live was President Tubman. Tubman died and leave power. Tubman died and leave power. Just not even powerful. Do not even powerful. The most powerful president Japan has was President Tubman. And Tubman left the scene. So who's running? To come from beyond.
Okay.
It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment.
It is indeed, sir. Thank you so kindly, my brother. It is, and it's something that we all need to be worried over, because the expression of the desire to to hijack power and something, and this is just year 3. Is it that the guys have come out to the conclusion that indeed they know themselves that they're not doing anything, but they will not, like Banji, I will not move on here. Yeah. So we say Banji, because I mean it seems like what UP people in the government are doing. The Banji is that they will not move on. Is it all that thing will not move on? Right. But you can't do that to the country. When the people you have demonized to be uncivilized, illiterate, are able to respect the rules, and you're nowhere near the electoral bureau, and you start saying, listen to this guy, Dylan, a family shame, a man who disgraced and shame and embarrassed his mother. Listen to him. That the man you're expecting, any part of the people that's supposed to go do confirmation hearing. Listen to that sound.
We don't know how to do power and meeting power. You can't buy it. Now that's much of talk there. Seriously, we have power. We don't know how to Money's power and meeting power. They say our power is paper. Coming back for it. Since 2024, we can't really our year with 2029. Job we are coming about 2029 coming. By the time you get the money, this citizen get it 2029.
Delon, in 2018, when you wake up in the morning, what you used to say? Oh, so only you get it right to have professed that you are going to win 2023 election. But other people saying that they will win 2029, that won't hurting you. But all along from 2018 all the way to 2023, your song was Jowia will be removed, CDC will be removed, and other people doing the same, and you're getting angry. Fellow Liberian, if this is not a wake-up call for you, for those of you who think that, oh, it's okay, this is dangerous for any group of people to believe that they hold that sense of entitlement. Some of you, you're sitting in America, you're making your investment in Liberia, you're preparing to come home, and you see people trying to threaten that. Good morning, my brother.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm okay, Chief.
Thank you for the conversation this morning. Look, let me say something to you. Let me use the word of former President Charles Taylor. Even the injured in him will not protect and the new appointed election commission. But I sat down and asked myself, what about bisexual October? What am I speaking of? You saw a man wearing a party in uniform called appointed. What am I speaking? What is saying that people are not speaking against these things? Every law of that country, Joseph Boakai is breaking it down. He's breaking all the rules, all the laws. And let me say something to you. You don't blame in Joseph Boakai because Joseph Boakai, if you Google Joseph Boakai, he's the worst president in the history of Africa. Check his record. Check his record. He's one of the worst presidents that ever. And look at the man age. You know what happened in America? All of you guys can say, oh, America democracy. Joe Biden get better health care than Joseph Boakai. What happened when Joe Biden was going on Air Force One and stormed a toll, like he coming fell, the media took him fell. He had health condition, he have an age. He could not. That's why Joe Biden go for second term because of his age. But Liberia, we say that we put almost 90-year-old man where can ask somebody on the radio where should I say and where I should say.
I'm gonna drink water. I'm gonna tell the people to sit down.
I'm gonna drink water. I'm tell the people to sit down. Where should I say? So understand those things are kick in. Dimension are kick in. Joseph Boakai does not make decision by himself because his age does not allow him to make sound decision. But Liberia is the only country. So I asked ourselves, well, all the religious people, the bisexual cultural brand, why are they not coming up to make it to say something? Because they have put they are embarrassed. Look at you have men molesting the boys, raping the girls. Why are they not speaking about it? And you know that why Joseph Boakai said the country was coming in. The country is in on the administration. This is what going on to the Bola. All the kind of things is going on. Then going after Yeke Koluba. But I want to say something today. Where we live, any one of those guys that come to America, that come to where we live in, we know they can be there. We'll pull up for them in the parking lot. We know the place they can go. They either go on the soccer field or the go somewhere. We'll pull up for them in the parking lot. And then no one will say we'll pull it up, what we can do. Just thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Oh yeah, we gotta reclaim our country. Anyhow, because what is happening is terroristic, it's dangerous. For certain senators to be threatening the democratic will of the people and saying that they will not give power. What do you mean by that? Look, I'm not even going to waste my time to say, but what I can say to you, if you attempt on what you're doing, you fail to deliver, there will be consequences. Good morning.
Good morning, people.
Let me take 4 more calls. I'm better. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. My name is Stanley Sharif. I join you from Broadview, district number 17, Browson and Brinkip Mount Campus.
Go ahead, Stanley.
Big brother, sometimes I can really sit down quietly and think about how our country is moving. Some of us, it's not the law that President we have for this country. Long time, then we forget about what it is in this country. More especially the voting aspect. Some of us, we can devote our time to go to the pool, cash our ballot. At the end of the day, what we're expecting from this so-called lawmaker, that we can't even see it. And even 1% of it, we can't even experience it. What the hell of the lawmaker that we can go to the pool and we elect them? They are working the way the pressure of the president is there. That they to represent the citizens that went to the pool to cash ballot for them. These are the things that some of us can really make up today. When the election ended, when Joe accepted the result, he said this year they don't manage their vote. You are not saying that we don't go to the pool to cash ballot, but those that he appointed to monitor the electionary process, they don't really manage particular process that he asked them for them to do. And they were having the matter of authority by them. You just listen to Dillon, what Dillon said.
Don't mind Dillon. Dillon will be whipped. Don't mind. The people will be flogged, I can tell you. They seen their defeat.
I know that Dillon will be put out come 2029, yes. But the United Party guys, even their babies, their children in the community will rig the election. It's exactly what they are saying and why the president is following a particular track. Can you imagine taking a partisan appointing him to be a National Election Commission chairperson? Just the Eto Brown Lasana, we are appointed in this country because none of us who are Joey getting data, they had the election result went to your way now. So today, sharing something about our hope. What is happening in Uganda is not what Joe Biden for the 8 year experience is trying to. They
don't have the capacity, bro. My man, hey, okay. Don't you know we're gonna talk you on the radio? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abu.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Mr. John from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney John. Oh, my brother, am I audible?
Very audible. Go ahead.
Okay, great. The truth just have to be said. People have to understand that Liberians will have to reap what they sow. And the only way Liberians can make better decisions moving forward is for them to experience their bad decisions.
Correct.
And that's just the fact. The only way for you to learn a lesson is for you to experience. Well, maybe that's not the only way, but the best way. So we actually going through the experience of, era. The experience of whether we can go back and make the same decision and put these people there, or even I'm looking at the whole House of Representatives. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The first place Liberian will really prove themselves that they can make better decisions, changing these people, these failed, old, and I hate to say, but some of them are very, very dull. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you put them in position to make better the country, forget about even their district, but they are there doing, pageantry. That's not going to help.
Yeah, but they're all lining behind the United Party now to say they think we can make it. We just depend on cheating. We cheat because to hear Dillon saying this, that means they all come to the conclusion now that we can make it. We'll cheat, which is not. Look, my brother, it's not going to work here. It's not. It's never going to work.
Yeah. Right. And so Abu, the thing about, opposition party, jumping in the street and saying, oh, no, the man, y'all don't approve the man. No, forget that.
No, just trying to be on the record. My brother, no. People are trying to be on the record. It's important to just be on the record. No. We get time, just be on the record and leave it. Eh? Let the time come. Let we don't go try it. And you never try, Let them go, let Baga go try it. Let Dylan go try it.
That's what I'm talking about. Nobody should expect people to jump on the street right now. Let the time come.
The only thing we can tell Liberian is be there, register during a voter registration time, go, you cast your vote, go sit down to the hall. Just leave it. All the crazy human beings will cut us out. So there are crazy people, but there are crazy people who will see.
Yes, and that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, thank you, my brother.
Yeah, Abu.
Hey, okay.
Good morning, Abu, and good morning to our people listening. I'm constrained to make my input when I heard that thing you were playing for Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Dylan is speaking out of fear.
Simple. I don't know why people panicking. You should be happy when hearing the certain government in the 10 years sounding like that. You should be happy. That means they finish giving up.
And the rest of them are sounding out of fear. When you hear them talking with that big mouth, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I will support George Weah in 2029. And I ask all Liberians who want the country to move forward to do that same thing. We will go to vote. We will example watchers to every voting place in this country. We will mark all of our voting tally records. We get everything.
The faces they will see to the places.
We will calculate our votes in less than 24 hours. We know whether we win or we lost. If we win, we declare that election result. We're not listening to George Weah. The first thing, President Weah will sit down to a horse and wait for inauguration. We double dare anybody in the country try that election. You think that nonsense people go on the road to go protest? Oh, you cheat election, people go on the road, go on fire tear gas. Nobody going protest.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be something. Things will happen. There'll be more than protests. You think people are going to join the road? You go protest, go on fire tear gas. They fight around with the police. In no time, everybody say, "Oh, for peace sake, no. That bullshit ain't happening, bro. No, it's not happening." We double dare anybody. That thing they don't talking, they are giving up. When you see they don't sign that, they're giving up. They know that they're breaking the people outside the people vote against them. They're sacking the people vote against them. They're giving the Liberian jobs to Lebanese who vote against them. They're breaking people who have compensation to vote against them. They're barely 10 million people for Joe Baga to vote against them. The people know they get our land of Guinea, and I want to tell the truth. You tell people not vote against them, they know. And the only reason why the sun is the way the sun is because they think they can pull fear and panic. People say, "Oh yeah, when we say we cheat, they will not go vote. Our people will go vote. They will mind their vote, will protect their vote, and they double dare any widow working at door to try that vote. You think we're going to protest? You think that nonsense? Oh, we want justice. Nobody wants justice. To do, we know how to do it, we know when to do it, we know what to do it, and we're doing. Wait, I beg you, we're doing. You know the real result. All that time when Joe Baga said the country will end, then it will be the beginning of the end. I see you, man.
Yeah, bro. Thank you. My people, the only thing I can tell you, for you to be hearing, because even if you look at the arrest agenda, if you look at the arrest agenda and the deliverables, they have not even gone to the midpoint yet. Then they give up on the whole arrest. So that means the government is telling you that the whole arrest agenda, we can make it. In fact, we can make it. They give up. So we even trust it. You have a whole arrest agenda, a beautiful document according to you that when you implement, Liberia will be heaven. And you will remain. But you say that document second help you. So now that we do, KK do, Bele do, Nani do, that one can help you take election. Let's see it. We want CA. For all the only thing, we just want CA. The young people in Nepal, they're not doing we. They're not different human beings. That the same red blood running in them. They were not crazy. But when they saw that their collective future was not guaranteed, nobody went to the hall begging them, giving them copy. They came outside. Try the Liberian people election. Try the Liberian people election. Just try it. And you get it 6 years, you get your arrest agenda, you get the whole budget. Asilometer now get 200 million now. You get it? And you're sharing it among your Liberian people, not know boy. LEC not stable, right? You're sharing the 200 million now. You're not start paying salary. You think we know, right? The road where you say you're going to start, you don't do it yet. Liberian people seeing it, right? Bombing right here to go bombing. In less than 1 hour, 30-minute road, you can spend 2 to 3 hours on it. Liberian people that back up. You will still see election. Goes the election, Mr. President, Mr. His Excellency, Mr. President, goes the election. The first president in the Republic, the first president in the history of the Republic of Liberia to declare openly that he part the only thing you do that to steal election at Baka. Can you imagine? The first president, right? Mr. Weah, yeah, sedition, what you say? Oh, the role President Weah is building the road in the southeast. Will win the election, will win landslide, the development, President Weah, Bay Hospital. Blah, blah. These are the things they were talking about, right? But when it comes to your time, you say, we'll steal election. We'll put gender with other, that Unity Party man, that Baka man, that man can never compromise Baka for anybody. Is that the way it's supposed to be? It is good the international community is hearing. And the political session in all of the embassies in the country are equally documenting all of these utterances. All of these actions, they're putting it on record, right? So the day that is not today, but tomorrow, they will sit down. It is going to inform their positions. Because we're a country, we're not going to cave in and manage our country like hooligans and gangsters like these, these fools are doing. We're not. We'll continue to put it on record. So this is the imagine the almighty light. Say now, really. So we know how to do power. Now we'll tell the election. We'll know how to do power. Oh, can you in 2020? Could you imagine a Dillon talking about stealing election? Have you sat down to think about why would Dillon not be resting on stealing power instead of winning power? A man who won power twice, back to back, right? He won power. But that man saying, I want to win power again, I will steal power. Because the people then who I won power from, they know how to manage power. Me, I know how to manage power now. So send me, I know how to manage power, I will steal it. So, Baba, we beg you, please steal 2029 election. You don't campaign, you don't develop, you don't transform, you might not create job, you don't do nothing because you just wait when the election comes, you go steal it. Me that I want from you. You might not do nothing. Liberian people crying, you don't do nothing. Guinea can they tell the land, you might not do nothing. People go, Chinese people go, they're doing illegal money all over, you don't do nothing. The people go in the villages, they're raping the small children, you don't do nothing. They're killing people, you don't do nothing. You just wait. Gregor come here, you get plenty of tear gas. You're still the election. The man do not the other one. All we say to our Liberian people and those who have interest in the prosperity, progress, and transformation of this country to remain firm, remain resolute, right? You don't need to come out to be angry, be talking. No, relax. Just chill. You get your lay, and kue, chill on your kue. Your kue with your gari, your car, chill on it, all right. These are the sacrifices for the revolution that's coming. You will be redeemed. Yourself will redeem yourself. Nobody. You will take charge. This generation will take charge. This generation will detect what happens with Liberia. It's not those in power who squandered, who have resorted to squandering their opportunities and slapping in our faces, that they will take power by force. Oh, try it. We don't dare you. Why they're saying that? Look at some of what is going on in the country. And the reason why they're saying it is because they failed you, they failed the country, they failed themselves, they failed their purpose, and Liberian women, Liberian girls and boys and children, youths, are being smuggled out of this country, are being traded, used and abused as domestic slaves across the world with nothing being done, and only to realize that powerful element within the very rotten Unity Party government, because of their incessant desire for bribery, right? They're permitting these things. Our families, our children have been traded across our borders, across the Mediterranean, into slavery, domestic slavery. Listen to this report. Why wouldn't they want to steal election if they're failing the country this much?
Issues of bribery are raising serious questions in Liberia's largest human trafficking case, with concerns the trial could be compromised as accused perpetrators near possible release. The case involves multiple defendants with more than 50 victims providing testimony, and
this is just one case. 50 victims, 50 Liberian women, children, boys, and girls run up in the scheme of human trafficking. Why wouldn't they tell you the bravery to come and collect 50? You know how many has been going out? We dropping the ball on human trafficking. Dropping the ball, the court system everywhere. The syndicate has taken over. You are not aware, but these things are going on. You'll be in the community.
Evidence that is say.
You see a man used to go party on the fee. 1 more, 2 more, 3 more party, you can see. Is it like in the community? 1 more, 2 more, you think you're moving? No. The way you used to hear about kidnapping, people going arresting kidnappers during the past government, you hearing it now? Who is allowing kidnappers to still keep operating?
Is sufficient for prosecution. A lawyer linked to the accused traffickers, Besman Jua, is alleged to have offered money in connection with the case. Allegations he rejects. So far, the Liberian government has not addressed the claims or concerns raised by the victims, despite repeated.
And this is the most disheartening things. The real thing, the real core issues that are hurting the country, the government remains tight-lipped on it. The same thing they did when the FOIA thing came out, they can refuse to speak to it. When drug business come up, they don't talk. Human trafficking in your country, 50 plus, and the reports and allegations that senior government officials are connected. You carry the microphone, you're asking them, they don't want to talk. But all they're able to say is say, we will steal the election. We will steal the election. Steal what kind of election? This election? Remember election? Try it. Just try it. Just try it. Just try it. All the victims, our families, our brothers that are languishing in Tunisia, the Philippines, and other places, that your government is permitting that your immigration officers at the airport are conniving and allowing traffickers to take them out into sex slaves, sex trade, porn, and other things out of the country, and you're not addressing it, you're not doing anything about it as a government. When the money comes, you sit down, you share the money among yourself. You pay salary. Teacher then in Ganta, no pay. Teacher then in MCS, no pay. Teacher then in Kakata, no pay. Our student, no school. The children, all the children on motorcycle. The very old man that promised that the children will have left the motorcycle, they will get job to do. Even their classroom, they can't have access to it again because the government has failed to pay their teachers. The teachers are running out of the classrooms. So the kids are going back and they're into motorcycling. The girls' children, they're going back on the street. Take your time and drive across Monrovia. All the places, whether they're New Liberia, whether they're D Calabash, whether they're where? How do you call them? Adoma, whether they're this other place, in all the corner, help yourself. Go to help yourself. Help yourself and can you play where I can see them. So when I'm passing, when I'm driving, quietly, I'm just observing. Just observing. 13 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old. And they're having their conversations and you're passing. And you imagine the future of the country. And you have police officers assigned there, and they are on duty posts at these entertainment or club, right? Entertainment centers or club. And they're seeing underage children drinking alcohol, right? Discussing prostitution, and the police officers is there doing nothing to enforce the law. That is the reality. You're not fixing that. Do you care? Where is the young children?
Because
they're in America.
The Justice Minister also toured for comment. Meanwhile, the accused perpetrators' expected release date is approaching, increasing uncertainty about how the case will proceed. For now, key questions remain about allegations, any investigation, and whether the case will move forward. With the possibility of release drawing closer, concerns are growing that the case could collapse entirely. For survivors, the outcome carries broader implications, whether the accused traffickers will face justice or walk free. For more on this, go to frontpageafricaonline.com.
Okay. So, yes, what is happening? In a landmark, major human trafficking case, government arrests perpetrators. And then, being brown, they are sitting on the evidence, refusing to prosecute. And it is almost certain that these people will be released and placed back to go ahead and continue. That is the government we're talking about. That is the country. That's the reality in the country we're talking about. And anybody relative could just be one day in trial. Some young folks have been reaching out to me that, oh, they're having their awareness against human trafficking, blah, blah, blah. I'll bring them in next week. And listen, and you listen to the testimonies they have. Imagine Liberians have been trafficked to Sierra Leone. One of the guys have been taken somewhere. And you know where they're living? They're living in graveyards. They're living in swamp. Under a rescue government. You're not addressing those ones, but you're interested in stealing election. Everyone hold your peace. I gotta go. We'll take calls. We'll play our part. We'll continue to play our part. We'll be here again on Monday to continue from where we start. You have the gavel. You have the envelope. You have the country's purse. Use it. Use it wisely. Address the people concerns, the people problem. Look at JFK, what we hear in the report. JFK, are you aware that there is an unannounced go-slow at JFK? Do you know for what? No pay. They don't go to election. Human trafficking. when slavery was abolished, ever since, it's inhumane, it's uncivilized for any responsible government to sit down and see and aid a bit human trafficking in person to be going on under their watch. This is dangerously embarrassing. A major slap. The partners are telling them. 0776-104-104, 086-500-104, plus 231-86-500-104. So on what record do you think the Liberian people should just keep you in power? Oh, because you're a unity party? Because you're a dealer? So just keep you in power? You just be there? So every other human being in the country didn't get purpose now. We just sit and say, you be there. We just sit down and leave here. So now you can tell the poo-poo in your brain. Yeah, sometimes how you can tell the poo-poo in your brain. I mean, the audacity, man, the sense of entitlement, and I'll be like, it's so, you know, yeah, we'll see, we'll know. Good morning.
Thank you for the discussion.
Go ahead.
This government is involved into all the wrongdoing. Support human trafficking, support gay, support all the corrupt and violence in the country. What the government doing, they are putting themselves on record, and we will never forget about it as some people in the country. We will ever regret why we put the kind of old men who have for the two, so to say, have for the two experience that he's not proving anything to us that he definitely had for the two experience. We don't know whether that
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. On human trafficking, let's hear you. What do you think? Brothers and sisters are being trafficked and, of course, taken across the war into domestic slavery, sex slave, and everything going on. The government is doing nothing. Let's hear you. Morning.
Yes, sir. Morning, my dear brother Abu. Yeah, this is the voice of Idrissa, and I join you the beating weight of prophet. Abu, it's just a sad time for our nation. Why will this government, why will the guys, they are just a bunch of renegades? What kind of useless people is this? What does the government do this? Well, it wouldn't mean well for the country. So you know what takes the power to loot? That all you want to do, you want to develop the land, nothing? What is the nobody really give for Abu? I really don't know. Because they are just a bunch of useless people. When I say I think so. People don't give for Abu. Not develop mindset in the people. Negative regulation. You got to be a compromise idiot.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Much more appreciation to you, sir. This is the common opportunity. I am CEO of the organization before. You see, Abu, thank you this morning. You are saying, but not just in the rock on the other to what you said. This government is on a mission. This is why they are showing a lot of ownership or sense of belonging. They see that Liberia belongs to only certain group of people. And the group of people that they are referring to is only them. That is why they're not even still accountable to the people. For anything happening, they don't want to answer the question, they're not answer the ability, they're not answer the ability because they feel entitled to Liberia. That's why this government has placed with all key positions, all of their colleagues, go to the army, who got one for their day. The sovereignty of the country. The chief justice go to the house of legislature. We got in the lower house, we got regime speaker, who's the head. When you go to the Senate, we got regime female, who's the head of that Senate. So they are trying to consolidate. They are trying to monopolize power. The last era is where they are going to the election commission. So I don't think we should allow this. By allowing this, if losing the last grip, let us tell these people that they can't get anything they want.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Shirley. Good morning.
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you
thank you for the program this morning. Like, no party scene, no doing a bad election when President William was running campaign and Ryan was saying, President William did, President William did. First thing we say, but any message when you running campaign for, when you running going. So the same point go to the NDC is working. Then when you add a party, then you say, add a DA.
Then why they say they want steal election?
Why now they want rig election now? If they say they work, if the people are fair, they kill be fair. People already feel. And they cannot think that turning to a that will rig election because we don't have this. Never do that that election was lost.
Okay. Thank you very much. Aaron. Okay. But Aaron, what happened? My man, you gotta get patient. You other people on the line, you gotta hold on. And that WhatsApp. Call you, morning.
This is very gentle G. I'm calling from Abu.
Yes, sir.
No, they nomination president.
No, we ain't talking about nomination. We're talking about what happened in the country. They're taking people children, they're carrying them all on human trafficking. That the thing happening. They say a big head of the market, they're not bringing in the rescue government. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then that's all.
Okay, all right. Okay. Morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
This is Aaron. I'm calling from Banasville.
Okay.
Quickly, I'd like to speak on the loans issue because I'm more concerned about the 2029 elections than the rest of the issues.
Okay, go ahead.
Abu, let me say this so far. The United Party has lost confidence in the loan, which is why you see the loan making reckless statements and all of that. Delon does not have a history of managing power in this country. Like he said, we manage power and you can't come and take power from us.
But the thing is, UP is going to put a candidate against me.
Where did Delon manage power as a sitting government? The Liberty Party, Delon being with you his lives. They're in this country. So he has no history of managing power. And let me tell you this. We cannot dwell on the Unity Party arrogance that we took power from the CDC in 2023. We also took power from the Unity Party when the sitting vice president contested as senator of the party. So, I mean, you cannot go back to that history and be one-sided with history. We also took power from there, and we can take power from there. The law should be concerned about his 2029 elections because the opposition solidarity that brought the law to power no longer exists.
No longer.
That's why you should be finding different strategies.
The diaspora backing no longer exists.
There's no more CBP. There's no more June 7 protest morale that will bring the law back. So the law should be finding different lies. There's no lying. The law should be finding different strategies that he made. You can't director. You can't, doing the other thing and blaming Joseph Wagner for certain things. No. It is gaining momentum for you. So the law should go back and strategize.
I agree.
He can survive in Rudy establishment. People like Delon wouldn't survive in opposition because when they lie too much in the opposition, the people tend to believe them. So my brother, I think Delon, he is bluffing. Let Delon be concerned about his 2029 elections. We know for a fact that President Ware is going to win the 2029 elections. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Delon has got a lot to be worried about because believe in me, the United Party have got candidates lined up. The chairman, the current chair of the United Party has an eye on it. Right? And Women Pay has never given up on it. Good morning.
Abu, good morning.
Morning.
Abu, my name is Ishmael Kamara, and I call this morning from Soto community. Yeah, Abu, I think it's getting to a point where there's a clear picture now that President Joseph Nwababa has failed Liberian people. He's actually trying to remain in power somehow.
Okay.
There's a clear picture right now that he has failed already.
Okay, but he got love. He got love, but he will not make it. Thank you, my brother. I'm sorry, I gotta go. Okay.
When they were coming,
they said they were freedom fighters.
When they were coming, they said
they were liberators. But when they came, they died.
They changed their mind.
And when it came the time.
They change their mind. Welcome.
Okay, my name is Abu. This is the Freedom Money Ride, and that's how we like to wind the curtains on this Thursday morning edition. The weekend team will be here tomorrow. Until we see you on Monday, do have yourself a wonderful time from the nation's capital. Bye-bye.
Freedom fighter, you destroy our country. Ayo, 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 ayo.